So I've decided to do a new set of videos based around the Disney parks. So any hints or tips that I can give to you guys, any planning ideas that I've got that I've used in the past that have worked really well for me, anything like that. I have started a new vlog, which this is kind of coinciding with. So yeah, this is my first video, and I decided to do quite a simple video which kind of relates to any park, whether it be Disney or not, but obviously some of the things that I'm going to talk about are specifically for Disney parks. So basically I'm going to talk about what I take in my Disney handbag. So what do I take with me to Disney for a day? The bag that I generally take with me, last year I took this, which is like a satchel. It's quite a decent size, medium sized bag definitely. The year before I took a backpack, but I would definitely suggest quite a substantial sized bag. So first things first, what I will always take with me is either my magic band or a lanyard with my passes in, depending on which park. So obviously Disney World, magic band, it's just on my wrist all the time, it's really handy. Otherwise I've got this lanyard which I would have my park key / room key and my PhotoPass card in. So they would always go in my bag, apart from this which would go in my hand. Oh, this would go on my neck. Actually these wouldn't go in my bag at all. Crap thing to start off with. But on the way to the park I'd probably just keep this in my bag. So that would go in the front pocket of my bag, so I can always get to it quite easily. The next thing I would always take with me is my phone. Can't go anywhere without this. It's also really handy for using the My Disney Experience app, which is for Walt Disney World, or there's also Disneyland Paris app which you can use in Paris. Disneyland don't have an app yet. I don't really know why that is. I'm hoping they will get one soon. But this app is like super helpful for getting your wait times for rides, and the My Disney Experience app you can book reservations for tables for dinner that night, you can see what there is to do, what time the parades are, everything. It's really handy. So I always have this with me. I also use my phone for taking photos quite a lot because my camera, which I've got, which I also take with me, is quite bulky. It's a bridge camera, so it's not as big as an SLR, but it's bigger than your average camera. So it's kind of awkward to get out all the time. In relation to my phone and my camera, I would also take my portable charger for my phone and also for my video camera, which I'm using right now because I always take my video camera to the parks too. And I'd also always take spare batteries for my camera because my camera's not portably charged, it just takes AA batteries. So always take spares of those because I generally get through quite a few in a day. Even when I'm just taking average photos, they go really quickly. Another photo related thing that I would take with me is my selfie stick. I know this is quite the controversial thing for Disney parks, like some people hate them, some people love them. I think they are really handy. You can get a picture whenever you want with everyone in it. You don't have to go and try and find a PhotoPass person. You can take pictures on them like Dumbo. I like them, and I think as long as you're not getting in anyone's way with it, then it's fine. So yeah, I would always take that. Another thing I would obviously always take to the park with me would be my purse. Spending money is a big part of the day in the Disney parks. Food, merchandise, so my purse is a priority for my bag. I always make sure I pack my sunglasses when I go to the parks because the sun is out most of the time, obviously apart from the occasional rain shower. But yeah, I would always take my sunglasses with me, and it stops me squinting in photos as well if I've got these on. I could have eyes looking like, I know my name. So sunglasses. So now I'm on to the kind of things that people maybe like forget to take with them to the parks, like all that kind of stuff people don't remember. So I will always take a bottle of water with me in the mornings. I generally buy bottles of water when I'm there in the day because I don't really like the water from the water fountains. It's quite warm and it tastes a bit funny. But if you don't mind that, then you could easily fill up a water bottle there. Another thing that you can easily do when you're in the parks is if you go to any quick service restaurant and ask for a cup of iced water, then they're going to give you basically the same as what you get out of the water fountains, but it's cold, so so it tastes a little bit nicer and it's more bearable to drink. So if I don't want to buy a bottle of water, I would do that rather than using the water fountains. So yeah, a bottle of water is always very handy to have. Another thing I will take with me is some lip balm. In the heat your lips can dry out quite a lot, so I think it's always good to have some kind of lip balm with you. Another thing that I will always take with me is hand sanitizer. The main reason I take this is when you go on rides and everyone else has been holding on the handles, or especially when you go on like Buzz Lightyear or Toy Story Mania and using those guns that loads of people have been using and like sweaty grip. I think it's nice to be able to hand sanitize your hands afterwards. Also after I've been to the toilet and stuff like that, I'll wash my hands but I'll also sanitize them, so I always take this with me. I will also always take some hand cream and some spare deodorant. I will normally take some spare makeup as well, like some spare mascara, if I'm wearing a lipstick, some spare lipstick, and concealer. They're the general things I will take with me. I'll also take sun cream. I don't actually have any at the moment to show you, but I would take a tube of like sun cream just to top up during the day. I have got really pale skin, so I burn very easily. It's not necessarily always needed in Paris, but in California and Disney World it's definitely always needed, so I always have a tube of sun cream with me. Another thing that I always take with me is my pin lanyard. Trading pins, it's just like a little added bonus when you go to the parks, kind of a conversation you can have with some cast members, and I think it's quite nice to do. So I'll just take a pin lanyard with a couple of pins that I don't really want, and then I can trade them for if I see anything that I like when I'm there. I will also always take my autograph book and a pen. This one at the moment is full, but next time I go I will buy myself a new one. If I see any character who I haven't met before, then I will always want to try and get their autograph, and even if I have met them before I'll still go and meet them, but I probably won't bother getting the autograph. So that's always good to carry around. Another thing that I will take with me if I've got it is a park map. Even though I do know my way around the parks now, probably without a map, it's still good to look at it and kind of plan your day. So maybe when you're sitting eating breakfast at the Hub or at Main Street Bakery, it's good to just kind of sit down and kind of evaluate what you want to do, and sometimes going on your phone and looking at the app can be just, you got to wait for it to load, and just using this can be quite a bit easier. I'd also always pick up a times guide as soon as I enter the park to kind of plan what I'm going to do in terms of parades and shows. So I think they're good things to always have with you. Another thing that I will always take with me to the park is my mini ears. I will carry them around with me anytime I go to the park. Majority of the time I probably don't use them, but it's nice to have them, and if I'm going to meet Minnie then I always put them on, or Mickey I always put them on. Splash Mountain I wear them just for like something on the photo that looks a bit different. Or if I'm just like watching a parade or just feeling in a bit more of a Disney-fied mood than normal, then these will go on my head. Last but not least, I will always take with me a cardigan. Main reason being, when it does inevitably chuck it down and you go into an aircon room, it will be absolutely freezing. And even when it hasn't chucked it down, sometimes sitting in the aircon for a while can be quite cold. So I always take this, and if it gets cold at night then I'm sorted as well. This is the cardigan that I generally always take with me because it just doesn't crease really. It's made out of like, I don't know what kind of material, but I can screw it up at the bottom of my bag and I can wear it and it will look like it's been screwed up at the bottom of my bag, which is good. I will sometimes take a Mac with me as well. The last few times I've gone I've not bothered, because as soon as it starts to rain I'll just head inside to maybe like a long show, something like that, and then I won't bother going back out again until it stops raining. So I just generally avoid the rain. If it's a horrible rainy day and obviously I still want to do stuff, then I'll take my Mac with me. Or if I'm going to like Universal and I know that I'm going to want to go on Build Right Barges or Dudley Do Right, then I will take my Mac, because otherwise I will get extremely drenched and I would have to take a spare pair of clothes. And yeah, that is basically everything that I would normally take with me in my bag. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed looking at what I put in my Disney bag? Do you put anything in your Disney bag that I don't put in my Disney bag? If you've got any questions, then feel free to let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye!